Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Nagkaroon ng White House Initiative on Asian American and Pacific Islanders kamakailan. On October 14, 2009, President Barack Obama signed the executive order re-establishing the White House Initiative on Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders. Ano po itong initiative na to? Siguro tinatanong nyo. Well, this initiative works to improve the quality of life and opportunities for Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders. At ang ibig sabihin nun, tayo rin mga Pilipino by facilitating increased access to and participation in federal programs where they remain underserved. Kasama natin ngayon para pag-usapan itong mga initiatives ang Executive Director ng Filipino Workers Center or PWC, si Ms. Aquilina Soriano. Hi, Aki!
Hello, good morning.
Thank you for being here once again. So pag-usapan natin itong initiative nung nagkaroon ng initiative nung 2009, 2015 na, di ba?
Yes.
So medyo matagal ang panahon ang lumipas. Ano nang mangyayari sa mga initiatives na to?
Well, yung White House Initiative, katulad sa sinabi ninyo, so APIs are still underserved.
Oo.
So, yung sa federal resources, sa federal programs, siguro akala lahat na tayo ay yung model minority na hindi natin kailangan ng tulong, no? But we have so many in our community that could really use and access these federal programs, from loan programs to assistance on trafficking, human trafficking, issues of labor.
Miski sa immigration, di ba?
Yes.
Meron kaming mga lawyers na pumupunta dito at sinasabi nila that the numbers of Filipinos that are taking advantage of the programs that are out there for us ay kokonti lang. Bakit kaya yun, Aki? Why do you think Filipinos don't take advantage of what's out there? Is it the lack of information, or is it siguro culturally din medyo nahihiya tayong kumuha ng assistance? There are lots of factors, right?
There are lots of factors. It depends on the program. So sa immigration program na DACA, no, for dreamers, for students. So this is immigration relief, no,
Right.
stop to deportation, working authorization to work legally, then you can get driver's license, everything. Medyo mababa talaga ang numbers natin. So it's very low, and part of it has to do with misinformation.
Ayun.
So some people think that if they get in the system, since this is a relief, it's not a permanent yet relief, no, that they're afraid that later on maybe something will happen. O kaya they also have a family members that don't qualify for the relief, and so the family is worried that maybe it would expose.
Maaapektuhan sila. There's still a lot of people that are very scared and doubtful, right?
Yes. Even though, like, other communities that have access very similar programs like TPS, other administrative relief, there's never been any precedent that there's ever been like that immigration has gone after them even after a program has ended. And actually, we've only had evidence that people have then been eligible later on for some other relief that comes along that could lead to permanent, actual legal
Status,
permanent
yes.
residence. And so actually coming out of the shadows is actually moving us towards permanent solutions. And so the more people that actually access these, the more momentum we're gaining to actually have real reform in Congress.
That's right. And that's what we're hoping for. Alam ko maraming Pilipino ang excited dahil nga si Obama has done a lot of initiatives for the Asian American community at kasali tayo doon. Okay, so let's talk about this Vulnerable Workers Project. Aki, for people that don't know, what is this?
So this is an initiative of, or this is a project of the White House Initiative on APIs to really bring out the realities and the stories and the experiences of our communities to the federal government who doesn't know what's happening on the ground. in our community. So this is
A way for them to reach out to get information about our community to serve us better.
yes, kasi mas konti ang numbers natin kaysa sa ibang mga komunidad, no?
Opo.
Tapos mas dispersed din tayo. So it's harder for them to really pinpoint kung ano talaga ang mga problema natin at kung paano sila mas makakaserve sa atin.
Makakatulong sa atin at sa needs ng Pilipino,
Yes,
diba?
yes.
Okay, so what the project focuses on strengthening employment and labor protections also. Pag-usapan rin natin yun dahil alam naman natin, you being at Filipino worker centers, what are the common problems that you deal with in terms of people that approach your organization?
So often, especially being an immigrant community, vulnerable din ang ating komunidad sa exploitation. Either kasi hindi nila alam yung karapatan nila o kaya ang feeling nila wala silang magagawa kung na-violate ang kanilang mga karapatan. So common things that we see are issues of wage theft. So sometimes they're not paid for work that they actually perform.
At hindi rin sila nagrereklamo dahil 'di ba they're full of gratitude na nandito sila sa America and they're given an opportunity to work. Pero minsan din yung documents nila gets in the way, ayaw nilang magreklamo dahil nga wala silang dokumento. Pag-uusapan natin yan dito sa Kababayan Today. Kasama pa rin natin si Aquilina Soriano from the Filipino Workers Center and we'll talk about the listening sessions that's available to our community. Don't go away, we'll be right back.